his 2-month checkup, he is gonna get shots. Very nervous to see how this goes. I don't like shots, but I mean, he's my baby, so I'm gonna have to, you know, see. I also have to ask about circumcision. We were supposed to do that when he was 2 weeks old, but my doctor, who was gonna do it, said that he had a temporary member ID or something for his insurance, and his insurance later called and was like, we don't ever give out temporary IDs. I don't know what they were talking about. So now he has to wait till he's a little bit older, and he's gonna feel it more, and it's gonna suck because it's gonna hurt. And my doctor told me after I gave birth to, well, I didn't give birth to him, I had a C-section, but whatever. She said, you're either gonna have to do it at 14 weeks, that's the max we can go right after he's born, or 6 months. Like my nephew Carson, he got his done at 6 months old, and they had to do an epidural on him, and so now he could have back problems. Anyway, so I was talking about circumcision. He's gonna have back problems possibly because I do. I had the numbing shots in my backbone, I had an epidural or a spinal blockage in my backbone, and it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. Like, I still feel like my backbones touch each other. Oh, it's kind of hot. It's kind of really hot. Kitt's in the back seat. He's asleep. He's knocked out on boob milk. Back to this doctor appointment that I was talking about. He's gonna get shots, and he's gonna get checked from head to toe. It's his 2-month checkup, and then along with this checkup thing that we're doing, I'll do a 2-month update probably at the end of the month, so that I can get 2-month footage of him while he's 2 months old, instead of the beginning of 2 months where he would just be 1 month old. And I'm working on the 1-month update video. I don't know if I got enough footage for it, so that might not come out, but that's okay. His first month was a little hectic, and yeah, so this is just gonna be a drive with me to his doctor, and then when we get to the doctor, I'm gonna try to get footage. Like, I'm gonna try to set up my camera on his car seat or whatever while we're giving him the shots, and I'm gonna see if I can get footage of it. Obviously, I'm gonna turn the volume down because he's gonna be crying. The shots hurt. So hopefully I can get that. If not, you'll have a long enough video because I'm sitting here talking to you about what's gonna go on. Anyway, I wrote the stuff on my hand that I need to talk to the doctor about. It's circumcision. Oh, he's constipated right now. But I read somewhere that breastfed babies can go up to 10 days without pooping, and then I read someone else said 2 weeks with no pooping, and I just don't feel comfortable with either of those numbers. It hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough to where I'm like, okay, he needs to poop. I made him poop Thursday with a thermometer, kind of like wiggled around his butt. It sounds gross, but I mean, you have to do what you have to do for babies. I didn't want his bowels to like back up inside of him, because my grandma told me if he gets too constipated, all that poop can back up and go through his mouth. And then on top of that, if he gets too backed up, they could have to cut him open and de-poop him, and I don't want all that for him. So I called the doctor yesterday. The nurse answered and said 2 ounces of prune apple juice, because that's all the baby's stuff sells. So when I go to the doctor today, I'm gonna ask her if she thinks 2 ounces is okay. I guess they're supposed to have up to, or they can have up to 4 ounces of juice, whatever, if they need it. And I guess the nurse said 2 ounces because he's 2 months old. Please get behind my ear, it's aggravating. So yeah, I wanna know if she thinks 2 ounces is too much, not enough. We've been taking the prune apple juice and putting like 0.3 millimeters, which is how much he gets when he takes medicine, in a little medicine cup mixed with some of my breast milk, so it's diluted instead of just straight concentrated juice. But the nurse said don't mix it, so I wanted to wait till today to see what the doctor says to try that. Or it's not a doctor, it's a pediatrician. Same thing basically, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to wait today to give him any more juice stuff. What was I gonna say? We tried prune juice, we tried wiggling his butt with the thermometer. That made him poop a little bit, but I think he has more poop in there that he's not pooping out. And he's really gassy, so he's crying a lot at night. And it's really hurt my heart. Like, I cried last night because he wouldn't quit crying. And he thinks he's hungry, so he wants to be latched onto the boob. And then every time we latch him onto the boob, he just falls asleep. And then I'll move him into his bed, and he'll wake up and start crying because he wants to be put back on the boob. And it's just comfort nursing because he is hurting. So it's really breaking my heart to see him like this, and I gotta do something about it. So that's one of the things we have to talk about at the doctor. Another thing, I already talked about circumcision, and then water. Some people say you can give them water now. I don't know why they can't have water, because everybody says, oh, you can only go 3 days without water before you can die, and I don't understand how they're supposed to go so long without water. So I'm gonna see if I can start giving him like at least like a medicine cup full of water. I mean, can't hurt him. It's just water. Obviously, I'm not gonna give him like faucet water. I'd give him distilled baby water. But I wanna know if that's okay. I wanna know what all he can have this month. I don't know, it's hot. Why is it so hot? Oh, the AC button hasn't been on this whole time. Way to go. I need to be in the next lane. So yeah, water. I just want to know basically what he's supposed to accomplish this month. Like, I know he's supposed to be able to kind of push up on his arms. I mean, he can't do a whole little mini push-up thing. That's at like 4 months, 5 months. But he does lift his head and his chest up when he's on tummy time. He's really strong. He sits up. Like, obviously I have to hold his back and stuff, but he holds his head up really nicely. Houston traffic. Everybody is an a-hole. So this is my first time going to his doctor without my GPS, and I thought it would be a lot harder, but I remember where it's at, I guess. Yeah. We're almost there. There's a Shipley's there. I gotta stay away from there. But my grandma gave me $20, so. Speaking of Shipley's, last time we went to his doctor, which was just for like to see if he was okay, I felt a little concerned with his little soft spot. He was all good though. That's actually in the video that I just posted. But anyway, we were at Shipley's and I ordered this. It's called a bullseye donut. I'm at a stop sign, that's why I'm not using my hands. It's called a bullseye, and it's a donut with icing on it. So this one either has red or pink icing on it, and then has a whipped cream all the way in the middle and all on top of it. So I was eating that, and he was in my lap because I was feeding him and I was burping him, and I had this donut sitting on the table, and he full on grabs like a handful of it while we're in Shipley's. So I'm like, all right, okay. I had to clean red icing off of him and whipped cream, and this was before his doctor. Speaking of, let me see what time it is. Okay, apparently I can't see what time it is. They're really nice. His pediatrician loves him. Oh my gosh, she is the sweetest lady ever. And just got out the doctor, just got Shipley's. Looked back at the footage of him getting his shots, and you can't even see him. All you can hear is his crying, so I'm not gonna insert it. It broke my heart. I cried. I had some tears, not gonna lie. So now we're going back to my grandma's to get all of our stuff, and then I'm going back to my house, and that's it for the day. They told me to massage his legs so he doesn't lose circulation to him. My God, the scream was heartbreaking.